Let's try to save a few lives here, okay? Is that all right? On the Morning Scramble, we welcome Dr. Steven Barrett to the show. Dr. Barrett of Innovative Neuropathy Treatment Institute, located?
We're in north central Phoenix, just by the 51 and Bell.
We just lost a part of our AZTV family here last week, as a matter of fact, and lost one of our technical people to diabetes. He knew that he had diabetes and regularly treated himself with insulin, but not everybody does know, isn't that right?
Yes, that's correct. According to the CDC, approximately 8 million people in the United States are diabetic and they don't know it. So 1 in 3 diabetics don't know that they're diabetic.
What happens, though, to the body when diabetes is undiagnosed?
Well, when it's undiagnosed, then it can't be appropriately treated by the endocrinologist and internal medicine. So the sugar gets out of control, and it's really a disease that affects every organ system in your body, from your eyes to your toes.
In what way?
Well, as someone who specializes in lower extremity peripheral nerve, we know that diabetes causes a swelling of the nerves, and where diabetes causes this swelling of the nerves, they become entrapped. For example, carpal tunnel. Although I'm not a hand surgeon, carpal tunnel is one of the most common nerve entrapments. In the regular U.S. population, about 2% of the population has carpal tunnel syndrome. In the diabetic population, depending on which article you read, it's anywhere from 14 to 28%, which is astounding. And we see the same thing in the lower extremity as well. So frequently, the first sign of diabetes will be numbness or tingling, even sometimes heel pain, and they won't recognize it as a metabolic disease, but they'll come in and they'll say, I have this isolated pain in this particular area. And then when we start to do the workup, we see that they are diabetic, and then send them for appropriate medical management as well as taking care of the problem.
And in extreme cases, often the lower extremities have to be removed with amputation.
Unfortunately, yes, and that's our job, is to try to prevent that. That's one of the huge things about the event that we have coming up, because we've got endocrinology, from Arizona Endocrinology, we've got Phoenix Heart, we have Dr. Alan Christensen coming talking about nutrition, in addition to our clinic being there to talk about lower extremity nerve problems. So it's a free event. It's a venue that patients can come to and explore what the latest and greatest information is on these diseases. They'll have screenings there if they want their blood sugar checked, or if they want a diagnostic ultrasound if they're suffering from heel pain. We're going to provide that at this event. It's all free.
But you just got everybody's attention, because you talked about all of the things that people can have screenings for, and it's free. But we need to know where it is and when.
It's at the Holly Hart Museum, Holly Hart Children's Museum in Tempe, Arizona. And it'll be on April 16th, which is a Saturday, from 1 to 3:30.
How can we find out where that is in Tempe?
You can go to our website.
Good.
And it's all right there.
And that's Halle, H-A-L-L-E,
Hart Children's Museum.
And when you're talking about the kind of screening that's going on, it applies to so many people, and the need is there for so many people, that it's a good idea to register in advance. I'm told that you still have limited seating.
We do. We are encouraging, in fact, it's mandatory, I believe, that it will be an RSVP event, because it is such a special opportunity for people to not only get the health talks from these excellent providers in different specialties, but to have that ability to have screening. So we have to control the size.
We rarely ever genderize any subject, but I will tell you, I know that the women have already written down this information. Guys, it takes you a while to decide to get screened for different things. Don't put it off, okay? Because you got all this information for free, too, from the Morning Scramble.